Hey guys, so it's your girl Corey. So I'm going to try and make this video as quick as possible. I am also currently in my bathroom because my son is sleeping right now, so I am trying to keep it as quiet as possible, but still be able to make this video. It's more of a personal video, and hopefully it will help other people. So let's get started. So when I was 14, I got hit with a lot of struggles. I got diagnosed with severe depression, bipolar depression, severe anxiety. I got diagnosed a little after that with trichotillomania. It is a hair pulling disorder caused by anxiety, which ironically causes more anxiety. I struggled with not just one eating disorder, but two. I had shamed eating disorder and binge eating disorder, which I am proud to say that I don't have those issues anymore, at least not as bad. I still have some days where I'm just like, I don't want to eat in public, or just like I don't feel quite right. So the ways that the things that kind of helped me with a lot of my social issues and depression and anxiety and eating disorders and my trick was having a huge group, like a huge support system. I lost a lot of my friends when I got sick, and it was really hard for me. They literally ran like I had the plague, but I also don't blame them because it was high school and everybody still believed in like cooties could kill you, and just everything that I had was new to them, so they didn't know how to react, and so I don't blame them. Some of my friends did stick around. Some of them I don't talk to anymore, but life happens. I am still thankful that they stayed around, like my friend Ethan. He is now somewhere. He's in the Army or Marines, or I know they're all completely different, but I just can't remember. My friend Chris Brady, he's still one of my favorite friends. But yeah, I lost a lot of friends in high school because I was sick and they didn't know how to handle that, and they didn't know how to act around me because they thought I was a ticking time bomb, which I kind of was. I didn't know when I was going to blow up on somebody or myself, and it was really rough. But a lot of things that helped me were I had a sensory box. So I had fart putty, I had this little fancy suitcase. It was like a vintage suitcase that had like French writing all over it. It was my favorite thing. I would carry it around for the first few days when I had an IEP. So an IEP, for people who don't understand what that is, it is basically a doctor's note that you have on the back of your ID, or in a notebook, or just emailed to all the teachers and principals and everything like that, basically stating if you see this person, they're allowed to have A, B, and C. My A, B, and C were headphones, a hat that matched my hair color, so if my hair was red, I'd wear a red hat. If my hair was black, I'd wear a black hat. Something that wasn't like she's wearing a hat, you know, it had to camouflage with my hair. And the last accommodation that I had in high school was leaving class 5 minutes early, so I didn't have to deal with the crowds of students. And that worked for a while. That honestly kept me calm and mentally sane. The only things that were my biggest problems in high school were my principal. He was an old angry man. He still is. I'm surprised he's still alive. Just because he's old. He could never remember that I had an IEP, and so he would constantly stop me in the hallways and be like, if you don't take your hat off, if you don't take your headphones out, you know, you're gonna get detention or a suspension, or, you know, you're gonna get kicked out. And he'd rip my hat off, and at this point I had bald spots everywhere in my hair. I actually still have one right there. And I don't try and hide it. I also don't flaunt it. You know, it's kind of my little personal memory of the hell that I went through in my teenage years and early adult years. And yeah, my teacher would constantly, you know, or my principal, not my teacher, my principal would constantly rip my hat off, and he would do it in front of hundreds of students, and some people laughed, and my phone is about to die. But yeah, he was awful to me. I would come home crying all the time. My mom finally told me, okay, I'm gonna go to the top people of the school, you know, and I'm gonna sue them. I was like, there's no point in doing that, really, you know, like I didn't see a point in it. But I dropped out of high school. I sometimes regret it, but honestly, I'm in a better place now. I am currently back in school. I go downtown with my son, and that's great. I do a lot better in school now, mentally and emotionally, not just grade-wise. My son loves it. He loves the daycare. It's a great program. But yeah, the things that help me a lot with depression and anxiety is definitely friends and family. Communicate with people. I know for me personally, I am not good with, you know, expressing my feelings and being vulnerable with people, because I don't like people worrying. But honestly, I'm glad that I opened up to my friends and my family about my struggles, and, you know, they were so supportive. You know, everybody was supportive in their own way. Sometimes I didn't think that it was supporting, but they were trying the best that they could, especially since I had disorders that were new and weren't that common. With my trichotillomania, I remember my mom homeschooled me for a while, and to me that was awesome because I got, you know, one-on-one time with my mom, and I never really got that, just because my mom worked, my dad worked, my mom was going to college. I didn't even know she was going to college until she graduated, and so she stayed home with me for a while and homeschooled me. She used to, it's gonna sound really bad, but it's not bad. She used to tape oven mitts to my hands so I couldn't physically grab my hair. And this is clearly my favorite spot that I used to pull at because it's, yeah, it's a mess. But I try and keep myself busy as much as possible, hand-wise, with my kid or with, making videos or just, talking to people on Facebook or, anywhere else. And that keeps me pretty busy. I also love to paint and draw and build things. I love building things. And so that kind of helps me keep myself busy from pulling my hair, and maybe it'll help you too if you're a handy person or a crafty person and you have trick or you have anxiety or depression. Make something amazing, make something beautiful. Send me a picture of it in the comments. I know I would love seeing your art and what you guys make in your own free time. But that is personally what helped me. I don't know if it'll help you, but if you try it, let me know down in the comments. And if it does help you, that's freaking awesome. If it doesn't, it's okay. That's not your thing. That's not, and it's all right. Talk to friends, talk to family. Those are my biggest supporters to this day. Friends and family. They still are by my side every single day, and they still, if I'm having a really bad day, they're like, what can we do? Do you want to talk about it? Do you just want to go hang out? Do you just want to do something productive? And it's great because once I started opening up to people and talking to them about my disorders and, my social disabilities, the more I felt comfortable with myself and I felt less vulnerable, and honestly I felt stronger because I knew that I had people behind me, supporting me and, keeping my chin up when I didn't even want to. And same thing with my eating disorders. My eating disorders were a really hard mountain to climb. I was 18 and I was 95 pounds. I didn't hit the triple digits, like 100 pounds, until I was pregnant. Now, by all means, I'm not saying go get pregnant whatsoever. Mine was just a surprise. And I love my son. I wouldn't change him for anything. I found out I was pregnant on my 21st birthday. Sucks, but I wasn't really one of those people who goes out and parties, so I'm kind of a hermit. But yeah, I had a lot of struggles, trying to gain weight. I did protein shakes. I did, eating a lot of healthy things, a lot of avocados, and just other things to get more protein, and just natural fats. I used to work out like crazy. I used to work out like 4 times a day, and a lot of people that went to Job Corps with me thought I was crazy because I was working out that much, but I gained weight. A lot of it was muscle, but I gained weight and I felt healthy and I felt happy. And, I wish I could work out every single day. Not that much, but at least once a day. But I just don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the money to go to a gym. But it's okay. It's not a problem anymore. For anxiety and depression, I still have days where I don't want to get out of bed. I don't even want to move an inch. And it is crippling sometimes. But what gets me out of bed is my friends, my family, and mostly my son. Because if I don't get out of bed, he will come and get me out of bed. And he will hound me until I get out of bed, no matter how early it is. And he is honestly probably the most amazing thing that I could have in my life right now, that helps me with my depression and helps me with anxiety. He is also sometimes the reason why I have anxiety. I love him, but he is crazy sometimes. But yeah, I hope, some of the tips that I have suggested, talk to friends, talk to family. If therapy works for you, that's freaking awesome. If working out is your thing, work out. Just don't kill yourself doing it. If art is your thing, do it all day, every day. I would love to see, in the comments, some of your art, or, just some of your stories. And if you guys comment, I will try and comment back as fast as possible, as much as possible. My channel is not about judgment whatsoever. My channel is about helping others and trying to make a better community, because there's so much hate out there, and it's just stupid. Honestly, some people might not like this video because it's a Debbie Downer, whatever. If you don't like my videos, don't watch them. I mean, plain and simple. Not all my videos are going to be depressing or, just boring in some people's perspectives, but I will try and make more funnier, like goofy videos. But I've been wanting to make this video for the last few days. I just haven't had a chance to do it and didn't know how I was going to do it. But I hope, some of the things that I said have made you feel better, or, just helped you in some way. And I hope you guys have a great day, and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time that I make a new video and upload it. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, if you have any video ideas that you want to see me do. I am open to trying something new, trying something different. Also, random fact, I do have 2 dimples. I get talked about a lot with them, or I get asked a lot about them. They're not in the same spots, but yeah, I got one right there and one somewhere in here. It tends to show up sometimes, but random fact about me. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.